Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just finished working on this guitar. This is the same guitar that I posted on the last video. It's the two-part, and by two-part I mean it's the neck and body of two guitars. This body is from the recently available to purchase from the website that I buy from. This is a Fender Japan factory select run, traditional late 60s body, which has its basswood. And this is also another Fender select run or factory select run from Fender Japan. It's a traditional late 60s Stratocaster neck. So I put this and this together to get this kind of color and neck of a Strat. And I like it because it looks like the Fender Custom Shop Ingve Malmsteen Strat, because it doesn't have the bullet end truss rod here. Instead, the truss rod adjustment is over here at the heel. So if you need to adjust the straightness or the relief of the neck, you have to remove the screw. There, you have to unscrew the neck and adjust it from here. I've read a lot of, I've heard a lot of people saying they don't like the vintage style one. Personally, I like the vintage style heel truss rod because the truss rod starts here and I think ends about here or here, somewhere here, which it moves the neck more straighter than those that have the truss rod here that stops around here or here. So basically, if you, I don't know, maybe it's the same thing, but for me, just like the clean headstock here without anything here. Although I don't mind the bullet and truss rod here of the 70s, but I've always preferred this kind of headstock, like the vintage, like the 50s and the 60s, without anything here, and it shows the whole headstock right like that. And so what I did with the guitar is I scalloped it again, which I thought I would not do because this is a two-piece maple neck. From above, it looks like it's shallow scalloping, but from the side, it is deep enough to have that scallop feel. And because another problem I had when it was not scalloped yet a week ago was I keep hitting the wood here, and it hinders my playing. My bending is a bit hindered by the wood here. So I thought I should scallop it, even though I didn't want to, because it's gonna take, it took me about 2 days to finish this thing, because I think I started on a Wednesday evening. No, Wednesday afternoon. I scalloped the fretboard very shallow. I didn't use it too much sandpaper and everything. I only used my trusty Costco's round file, and I scalloped it like very, very light, very, very shallow. But after the next day, I thought it's too shallow. Maybe I should deepen it a bit more, so that it's really gonna be, plus it's gonna look cool. And then I had to finally I matched the staining of the fretboard from the original, which is this. I mean, I managed to make it like very close to the original, which is this one. Kind of feel like I did a great job on that one. because the second part of the neck, which is this one, is quite, the color is different from this part here to here. They're not matched in color. So I matched the color from this wood here. I matched the stain on the fretboard to this color instead of this. So when you look from above, it looks like this is a lot darker than the fretboard, but actually the fretboard is different in color than the neck, as you can see from there. So I that's what I did, and then I just finished making the brass nut, which took a while because my table from the balcony is starting to become my table in the balcony is becoming wobbly and wobbly as time goes by. So sanding down and filing and all that thing I had to do for making the brass nut took about double the time than when the table was quite new. I also refretted it with jumbo fret wire here. These are Dunlop 6000s. So I had to level them after refretting it. I didn't use the technique of not leveling the fret wires. I can only use that accurately using stainless fret wires, but for Dunlop 6000s, they're not very accurate because once I hammer down, the fret wire is going to move, and it's gonna be it's gonna be moving out of the radius of the fretboard. It's not gonna be the same radius. So I don't have a press. I use a hammer. So I had to level it. But I didn't level it too much. I mean, just the top there. So I still have a lot to play with. And then after that, I scalloped it and put, I think about 10 coats of spray paint can gloss finish on top. That's why the finish is very thick. And I had a hard time removing the paint from the fret wires. So I think when I change the strings, I'm just gonna clean it up again on the sides here. But because I was very tired that day from all the sanding and everything, let me show you how it looks like with with the pattern that it makes when it moves, which I really love. If you can see that on the fretboard, each fret, the light moves like in some kind of pattern because of the scalloping. So I really like looking at that. Plus from the sides, the concave pattern looks really, really nice. And I changed the pickups on this. These are a set of YJM pickups, the Seymour Duncan YJM Furies that I took out from one of my guitars because I thought because this is a basswood body, maybe it's gonna benefit from YGM Furies instead of the DiMarzio HS3s that I have originally here. So I removed that and I put it on this guitar. So these are now DiMarzio HS3s, and these are now the Seymour Duncan YJM Furies. Okay, so let's get another look at the guitar from above, slowly to the headstock, which I really love. This is the late 60s headstock before they designed the 70s headstock with the bullet end truss rod adjustment here, and the logo is also the late 60s Strat logo, Fender logo, with the synchronized tremolo here and the big Fender black logo here. I think this started around 1968 or 1969, around that time, because before 1968 I think they had the bigger fatter golden Fender logo here that says Fender, and it's not in black. And it looks really nice. I mean, for me, it looks really nice. Scalloping is really nice. Oh, by the way, I'm still gonna do another finish, another coating on the top of this one right here, because the paint that I use, it says about it dries in about 20 minutes. Like, it's really dry. It's very dry to the touch. So after 20 minutes, you can add another coating and then sand it down, add another coating, sand it down. It's gonna end up like very glossy like this. But after a while, the paint is going to shrink, and you're going to have those kind of like small scratches like that. But those are not scratches; those are bumps and what do we call it? That were originally from the wood. So those are patterns from the wood. Then after you paint it over, at first it's gonna look really flat, but after a few days, the paint's gonna shrink, and it's gonna take on those bumps from the wood. So I'm still gonna maybe do another top coat on the fretboard once it's fully dry, because the paint says use it about a week or so. It will be fully dried. So after that, I think after a week or two, I'm gonna sand the fretboard again and flatten down everything that is all those bumps and everything, and then put another coat on top of it, and that'll be the last coat. And it's gonna make it look really, really nice and shiny, and it's gonna look like it's very evenly painted, which right now is not too much. As you can see, those are still visible. Those bumps and lines are visible, but from afar it's very nice, looks very nice. But again, I'm gonna do it again after a week or two when it's fully dry. So I guess that's it for this video. I'm not gonna do any sound demo on this. It's just really nice to look at from this angle. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry if I didn't film the whole process, because I thought, I've done a few videos of doing it, and it just takes a lot of time for me. I don't have the right gear. I don't have the right place to do it, the filming. So maybe next time I'm gonna do it again properly, so that everybody can really see it detail by detail. So that's it for today. If you're not subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe. My channel is about guitars and modifying them and making them into this type of guitar, which is, by the way, I modeled this after the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen custom shop Stratocaster, which is very expensive and I cannot afford it. So I made my own without the signature, of course, here. And I really like it. So once again, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And to those who are subscribed, thank you very much. for your support, and I'll see you again in another video. That's it for today. Bye bye.